said every time we think of it. And it's wonderful. You ready?
I don't know about that.
Where's Lynn?
He's doing something.
Driving.
Okay.
Oh, that's for over on his side back. That'd be right next to me. Then you can move
Yes,
that. before we
he's
get
got a
through.
vision, doesn't he?
Good to go. Right, squat right in front of the Zoom meeting.
And the guys all got something to eat? Okay. The price of admission includes the refreshments. So
Oh, great.
there you are. Where's Lynn? Would you
went
like to come this way, you guys? Please. Bring your chair right over here. Come on, come on, come on. Not you, Jeff.
Not you.
Okay.
Not being here.
Paperwork. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Now this 8.
We need it filled in over here.
I have to tell you some things in advance. This program was designated for someplace else.
Wendy?
I got a cancellation
No,
at the last minute,
This
so
stuff.
I thought I might as
Can
well
it
get
be
it over and have it here. Yeah, they're
So
having some
Elizabeth-
problems over at the,
Ah, isn't even
yes,
there.
that's
far
my
back you want.
granddaughter.
So this thing will,
There you go. Perfect. It'll hit him in the
the
face.
wind will
probably.
not fit in place. Might bump him now.
Is there a
Yeah, that's what
report for
I'm
anybody
thinking.
seriously
That'll be
ill?
Okay, there's
Okay,
Lynn.
Ian couldn't come because he's had this respiratory thing. Thank you, my dear.
It cost you.
Take it back. Are you gonna sing?
I'm
gonna
sit
stand.
in for hours and
I
hours.
need you
want me to-
over here.
That's the balance.
Mhm.
Get a chair, honey.
You would think it's his
Oh,
birthday
anyway,
or
if you can
something.
hear me, thank you for being here.
Yep.
As probably most of you feel the same way, our get together as loving and long-term friends who we are is a highlight. For any reason we get together, it's one of my favorite things. The other is coffee in the morning. I'm a coffee fiend. I love coffee.
And don't forget the
Huh?
other one too.
Anyway, so it's going to be a fun participation thing. If at any time you have a smarter remark to make, say it. That's the way I am I not? Yeah.
Yeah, real smart
Okay.
Alex.
So do it. I want this to be our get together, not mine. I'm just up saying here every now and then give it a kick in the pants. And this thing about Sylvia dancing at Kathy Riley's retirement party. She and Richard are out on the dance floor, cutting the rug, as we used to say. They're swinging along. And Lynn and I just always remember that and think how wonderful, how much we enjoyed your participation. And you do it with somebody else?
No.
Anyway, it's a good memory. See, that's the things you build. You being here seeing you introduced to new friends, finding out what's going to change, how the baby, what have you been, did you hear about? That's what makes us a group and love each other. So I love you all. don't
We
know
love you
that.
too.
Anyway, Fraser, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. How are you feeling?
You look about the same. I
Is
don't
that
think
good or
that's
bad?
In between us, we're like,
There's your lovely partner there. Everybody else here now?
no, Papa.
Okay, what we're gonna do is some love songs. You're gonna participate in something. I'm gonna make sure that you're on the wrong pitch all the time, which won't be hard, I'm sure. Then we're gonna just laugh and enjoy. If you wanna say anything at any time, say it. Try to be like me. I say too much, but at least I say it. Okay? Now, the first part was going to be, what's that? I never heard about that. The first thing is going to be a group participation from, it's called Prairie Opera. You like opera? I love opera. Opera is a good thing. The only thing wrong with opera, if you're a beautiful, splendid singer, they love your voice, and you can't cut the rhythm, and in the out time, you're through. You have one chance. If you don't make it, conductors are out with it. I never made it. For two reasons. I couldn't cut the rhythm, and I didn't have the voice. Anyway, so we're going to do one called Prairie, what does it say? Oh, opera. Now, this is a love song. Don't get me wrong, but we're going to work it out together. There's going to be some chorus in it. There's going to be some male parts, some female parts. Can I use those words anymore?
Yeah.
But I'm using it. You understand what I said? Now I'm going to sing it through once. If you know the words and the melody and go to my mind, right, sing it with me. Sing right out. And it goes like this. School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic. What's that? Reading and arithmetic. Taught to the tune of a hickory stick.
I'm more.
I was your barefoot vegetable. You are my queen in calico. And you wrote on my slate. What'd you write? Come on. I love you, Joe. Where's Joe? There's Joe. I love you, Joe. And we were a couple of kids. Now, here's what you're going to do. We're all going to sing it together. And then we're going to divide it up. After we sing it together, we're going to come up with hickory stick. And then you girls say, you are my bashful barefoot beau. And then they stop. And the boys sing, you are my queen in calico. And you wrote on my slate, girls.
I love you so.
Joe.
I love you. Try to emulate. Emulate, that's when you burn something. Be like me. Okay, we're going to try it all together. School days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. Girls. Well, my best, didn't you ever go through that experience? And the boys, you were my queen, calico, and you wrote on my slate,
I love you, Joe.
all the girls love you, Joe. And we were a couple of kids. Oh, you did fairly well. Grading you, I'd give you an F minus. You know why?
That's the only grade.
Nobody knows how to just let loose and speak up anymore.
Oh.
But anyway, it's fun doing. And you know, that was a love song. That was a love song on there. I love. What more pure love song can you get than that? Nothing. We're going to be studying these great love songs of history. That's what our program is today. And did you know? Did you know? That puppy love can vary and very inventive thing. Now, Janice, I want you to listen. I have a question for you afterward. It goes like this. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm all crazy, just for the love of you. It won't be as stylish marriage. I can't afford it carried. But you look sweet on the seat of a bicycle built for two. Innovative puppy love. He figured out some way they could be together on a bicycle built for two. Anybody ever been on a bicycle built for two? I knew you would. I wouldn't doubt it. That's the cheapest thing you can rent. Anyway, you have to. Is it any fun? Who steers? How could you steer in back? You couldn't see anything. And nobody been on a bicycle built for two? You have? I never have. I had a bicycle when I was a kid. I worked all summer. The guy in town said he'd save it for me, but I had to have 12 bucks together. I worked all summer in the farms in Oregon, pulling weeds, picking beans, all kinds of. At the end of the summer, I had $12. I went, put it in the counter, gave me the bike. That was the first bicycle. But anyway, did you have a good experience on the bicycle built for two?
Bill, what happened to the bike?
He didn't go the way you wanted him to?
He didn't like the way I.
There's a better way than that, you know. Anyway, so that was a love song. It grew out of this heart to express to somebody else, whatever it takes, we'll make it. I don't have a car, but I got a bicycle. Better than walking, maybe. And then there's another way of having love. It's a division of love. And as soon as I can find out where the words are, I'll sing it. Come away with me, Lucille, on my merry Oldsmobile. Down the road of life we'll fly, automobile bubbling, you and I, to the church we'll swiftly steal, then our wedding bells will peal. You can go as far as you like with me on my merry Oldsmobile. Now, what's that telling you? Pick up.
Chicks dig guys with cars.
The bigger the car, the
What
better.
else? Yeah. Record that. What else? He's got two kinds of loves, and that age, that's about what it is. Cars come first, gentlemen, at a certain age. Oh, and then the girls take over. Watch out, cars. So he's saying, as I said, well, you can go with me if you want, but you have to ride my Oldsmobile. But it's still a love song, isn't it? Okay. Is it?
Why you had an old
Weren't you listening?
Yes.
Anyway, so those are a little simple things, but they have three. One thing all in common. They are love songs. No denying it. Do you think that Lucille ever went with him? Come away with me, Lucille Meredith. You think? These are the things that kind of bothers me. What happened to Lucille? This guy with a, I would rather doubt it. Probably a jerk.
Yeah. How well did she know him?
But most men are. What do you think? This is what I want you to. This session is purely love. We laugh about it, but there's some serious things in here. Becky, come up here. Help her up here, honey. Can you make it all right? Yeah. Sit down, Becky.
Yay, Becky!
All right, as time goes on, you'll find out while she's here. She agreed to, she felt like, and I thought, oh, I want you to be this part of this little act. You ready? Okay, oh, the sweet girl. A good part of romance and love is quiet. Silence is one of the most intimate things you can have.
Not around these parts.
What?
Anyway, I think that couples don't enjoy silence. Maybe they have it because they're mad at each other. But that's not what I'm talking about. When you are alone with your sweetheart, whoever, whatever it might be, you feel this strong intimacy. You don't have to speak, you don't have to touch, but it's there. That's the key love component that makes silence so good. It's pure love. You don't have anything else, right? So we're going to do a little thing here. This is a reminder to find out so many good things are free. They don't have to be noisy, bangy. They don't have to be money. They don't have to be showy. We're together today. One of the biggest things in my life is having you here. Roaming in the gloaming on the bonny banks of Clyde. Roaming in the gloaming with my sweet lassie by my side. When the sun has gone to rest, that's the time that we love best. Just to go a roaming in the gloaming. Could we get closer? You can't. If you go through that in life occasionally, that'll tie it, boy. And you can say, I love you all I want, but it'll never have the impact of this silent time we had together walking by this river today. Becky will never forget just what we're doing. And I shall never forget it. What if it was a real lover? Okay? You go back. Thank you, sweetheart. Memories of life take us back through all kinds of things that contain love. One place that does, I'm sure, is places we've lived when we grew up, places we lived when we were first married, places we lived when we're going to college, whatever it might be. First permanent residence away from mom and dad. I had an experience with a shack. I'm going to sing about that in a minute. But the shack isn't necessarily a bad thing. I'll sing first, then we'll talk about it afterward. It's only a shanty, old shanty town. The roof is so slanting, it touches the ground. But that old tumble down shack by the old railroad track, like a millionaire's mansion, it's calling me back. I'd give up a palace if I were a king. And I've forgotten the words of that ding-a-ling. But I'm sorry, this is a problem I have. Wait a minute, I'll get it. I go.
Sounds like.
But unlike a palace, it's my everything. There's a queen waiting there with silvery hair in my shanty in old shanty town. That song is always captivating. It has this something to it. It just always got right there. You know what a shanty is? You know what shanty town is? I do. Oh, you live there. Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of, when I was your age, I almost did a shanty. Generally, there's two types. One left by the railroad. Railroad workers build it out any old thing. Building the train up here. They go by that maybe 10 or 12 miles. They move the shanty up there and work. But it's fairly substantial. No, it's just boards and stuff. It's a song, or during the Depression years, the Dust Bowl, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Kansas, all was moving to the coast, mostly here, more. And the places they left were kind of bad, but the places they had to live in for a while were worse. But the idea was there's still progress. We're getting away with something we cannot have. Shanty, they call them shanty town. Personal experience. You want to hear it?
Yes. Yeah.
When I was first married, we lived in a shack. I mean, it was a shack. It didn't matter at that time. We were doing what we thought we should do, so we lived in a shack for a while, and we up and up and up. First thing you know, we're doing better. But you can have such good memories from a shack. You don't have to have a palace to have good memories. No, you're gonna have beautiful love affair with your husband or spouse. The lovely times you go with children, raising them, or the times it ain't so lovely, but it's all time of the loving life experience. And you make out of it what you can. You live in a shack, you do the best you can. That's the effort of love in your life. And anyway,
Hey,
but I've always loved that song. And there's something about it kind of haunting, you can just imagine. But anyway, going on. See, we're about only 3 more hours.
I have a question. Were there cats in the shack?
What?
Were there cats in the shack?
Texas?
Cats. Kitty cats. Meow meow.
Oh, kitty. Wendy. Wendy.
Were there cats in the shack?
I had no cats in the shack. We had a dog in the bog once. Anyway, that's true. We'll talk about other loves later. Anyway, so, oh yeah, perfect, pets. We had a couple of male cats, as most of you know, that we were just completely in love with them. Lynn and I had them here with us. There's a history before that, the time they were so good for us when we had them here for about 10 or 11 years, the 4 of us. Lynn and I are both home all the time, and the boys, cat paradise, nobody around, jungle to live in, all the car they were medical. I'm not going to tell you the last year's medical costs. It used to be I'd work 2 years for a salary, like I could, but it was worth it. In the blink of an eye, I'd do it again. What you receive in love is beyond any measurement. And these boys supplied it for us, Mama. Yeah. So those will never be the same as saying, I love my cat or my dog or my lizard, whatever the heck it is. Did you know in years and later life, the pets, animals can save your life? These dogs and cats that are trained to be, especially guard dogs for fire, burglar, telephone, whatever, that are saving lives in the United States right now. If you're ever asked to contribute, it's a worthwhile project. Friendships are another thing to be separated from, very difficult. As we lose our friends in our church and this group and others that we've been associated with, very difficult time. One of my best friends, you don't know him, but he left just before I think he left before you came to Bethany Thistle. You heard me speak of John Hatfield. He and his wife were both dead. Now we had a wonderful relationship. But when you lose a dear friend like anybody of you guys would die, that would be a loss. It would always register here. You can't get away from that. Or a parent, or a child, a lover, a sister, whatever it might be. And friends rank right there with family, as far as I'm concerned. You're my family. Different type, but you are you're not a blood relation. What does that mean? Kathleen, my granddaughter, who I gave a start to life, you can't tell it now. We're not biologically related, but she couldn't be dear to me. So friends are that way too. You all are. I think you all are. We used to meet some guys, and I and a group, a couple of nights, some other play cards, poker, have a beer, and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff guys do occasionally. Worthwhile things. So I can remember when one of the guys he died, and he was one of the ones that probably liked beer the most of all the group. I never touched beer, but a lot of, anyway. So we wanted to remember him, honor him. Got a little party there in his presence after he's dead. And there's a little tune that one of the guys wrote about it. It was the night that Patty Murphy died, I never shall forget. Everyone got stinking drunk, and summer yet. Oh, we did an awful, awful thing. Fills my heart with fear. We took the ice right off the carps, put it on the beer. That's how we showed our respect for Patty Murphy. That's how we showed our honor and our pride. That's how we showed our respect for Patty Murphy. Respect for Patty Murphy on the night that Patty died. Now then, to relate that to what it really was, Patty would have agreed to do that. There was nothing more important in his life than having his beer when we were together. So he'd have been happy. Friends are important, pets are important. relatives are important. You always remember some relatives more than others. I remember an aunt that I had that was a dancer. Oh, dancing was the important thing in her life. From when she's a little girl till she died. She died maybe a year or so ago. But she died, danced, and her husband danced too. They loved to go dancing together. She wore her body out dancing. She had a hip replacement, knee replacement, there's all kinds of stuff to keep her going. Anyway, but she wouldn't give up dancing. So after she died, one of my cousins wrote a little something about her and her love of dancing and how she would never give it up. Something like this. After the ball was over, and she took out her glass eye, put her false teeth in the tumbler, corked up her bottle of rye. Put her peg leg in the corner, hung her toupee on the wall. The rest, poor auntie, went bye-bye after the ball. Anyway, that's kind of, my cousin got an award for that. He was disbarred from family doings after that. He thought that was wonderful. He didn't want to go anywhere. No, but little fun stuff. Little fun stuff. And you know, I said, I should have marked my glasses. I'm sorry. No, I think I can read this thing. Anyway, there's a song that's always bothered me about, and you understand when I sing it. It's a coming or a going song. Is this guy or woman singing to a spouse that's gone before him, or it's a spouse looking down? I'm waiting for you. See if you can figure it out. That's not the complete song, but the meat of it's in there. Nights are growing weary. Days are very long. I'm a growing weary. Only listening for your song. Old remembrances are thronging through my memory, thronging until it seems the world is full of dreams, just to call you back to me. There's a long, long trail of winding into the land of my dreams, where nightingales are singing and a white moon beams. There's a long, long night of waiting until my dreams all come true. Till the day when I'll be going down that long, long trail with you. Now, which way is it?
Straight down.
You feel it? Anything?
To the sunset.
The other side.
That's the microphone.
They're going into the sunset.
Earth to heaven.
Sunset when the sun.
Earth to heaven.
You got it? Okay. That's a beautiful love song. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to nail down. But it is a thing you have to feel. And you don't know what it is. But it's beautiful the way put together and the phrasing. That's what's so important about a love song, is the phrase. And your religious songs, your church music's the same way. One of my favorite songs that I used to sing was 103rd Psalms, built on the theory of, oh, my soul, praise God. He thanks God for his continuing health care guidance, as we would say now. It says in there, he has healed all my diseases. It's beautiful. I can't sing anymore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. That's the love song. That's a love song. David had some problem getting back. I don't know if he ever got forgiveness. I don't know about David, but it's a beautiful thing. Tells about, I am grateful for God's love and care of me, and I'm going to acknowledge it. God gave me this ability to worship, and I worship him with my soul. How much can you do? And then there's, of course, two numbers in Handel's Messiah that just drive me crazy. One is a hallelujah chorus, of course, which is one of the greatest expressions of a group of people for love and acknowledgement of love and care. Hallelujah. What more can you say? Followed by the most beautiful aria for alto in any work that I know. Opening words, 6 words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Disciples and Christians love to hear this. Basis of their belief. I know my Redeemer liveth. Right? Amen. I know that my Redeemer liveth. What stronger statement can you have of this knowledge that we have as the love in our life given to us by our Father? Nothing. Those are all important things. Remember, each one of these is a love song. I promised you it'd be love songs. How about 2 others getting into a little less serious track? There's a light opera with Jeanette MacDonald and Jeanette MacDonald and you know what? Huh? Who used to sing with her? Nelson. Yeah. There's someplace in South America. She's in a car. Donk is pulling the car. He's riding beside of her. She's ignoring him like she did in all her pictures. Then, did you know they couldn't stand each other off the screen? Literally could not. They hate each other. But the contract said you sing together or you don't get $5 million. I'd sing with them too, wouldn't you? So she's ignoring him and he's got to wake her up here again. Oh, I know. So he starts singing to the mule. He said, okay, so I'll sing to the mule if she won't think that I am just a fool serenading a mule. Goes on like that. And then he says, well, I'll sing to the mule. She's singing back, but there's a flaw in her voice. All she can say is, hee-haw! It's kind of a funny thing, but it's still a love song. It's nothing you would sing to your boyfriend or girlfriend. Would you do that? Would you sing to a mule?
Depends on the situation.
There's one of those dependents.
My state of mind.
Well, it depends. He's going to make a great politician. I gotta wipe my eye. Then there's the other one. Lawrence Tibbet. Anybody hear of Lawrence Tibbet? Alice? Lawrence Tibbet was a magnificent baritone, operatic quality, but he wanted to sing. He didn't want to be tied down to opera. I'm going to sing any place I love to sing, and I'm going to sing. Or the opera group kicked him out. Then they didn't want him. Same way with Mario Alonso. Same exact thing. So he sings this song, On the Road to Mandalay. You heard that? On the road to Mandalay. And so forth. It's a beautiful thing. Goes on the old Mayan pagoda, looking lazy to the sea. There's the Burma girl is sitting, and I know she thinks of me. The wind is in the palm trees, and the chapel bells, they say, come you back, you British soldier. Come you back to Mandalay. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play, and the dawn. Now, this is the one that kills me. Praising, and the dawn, you can just see it, comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. Oh, it just hits you. Now, you want to hear it another way?
Yeah.
On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes fly. That's what I was talking about dialect. It's hard to keep up. By the Elmo Mayan pagoda, looking lazy to the sea. There's the brown girl waiting, and I know she'll wait for me. The wind is in the palm trees, in the temple bells they sigh. Come here back, you British soldier. Come here back to Mandalay. Come here back to Mandalay. On the road to Mandalay, where the flying fishes play. And the dawn comes up like thunder out of China across the bay. And that's the end of the program. Now, if you're not impressed, I don't know what I will. Anyway. I missed something here, and I apologize deeply. Come here. This lad calls me Papa, Bill's son and Lynn's grandson. I had him all rigged up to have a part in this, and I completely skipped it. I apologize, and he had worked on it so well, I'm going to do it now. He's our official. Just a minute, I'll get it. He's our official pitch pipe. Pitch pipe. You want to give me a pitch? Okay, get your pitch pipe out. He got it. He's nervous. Tomorrow night, he's over to Philharmonic. He's going to be the official master pitch pipe. And that's a tough job. Okay, give me a pitch. I want B before middle C. Wait a minute, give it to me again. Oh, we got it. That's some of the stuff we're gonna, just corny stuff. But he was gonna be such a good sport. Thank you, dear. Next time we'll do it. You know, we have another program scheduled next year. Anyway, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to special thank William for that. Wendy for help organizing me here. Well, Bill for arranging the table and chairs, recording. By the way, there's recording available at a minimal cost. Of course. So after, if you want to get on the list, see Bill. And also, where's Shirley and Kathy Riley? I don't want to especially thank Becky for being my sweet lassie after the main one I want to thank is Lenny. Give her a-
Granddaughter and great granddaughter here. You promised to pay me 500 for coming up here.
You get nothing.
Happy and Katie fans.
Nobody's paid anything yet. How you gonna get any money from these guys? Anyway, the main thing,
Quick question, Papa. Sorry to interrupt. I just, we didn't discuss it beforehand, so is it 25 cents that we're charging for your video? Or is it, a different amount?
oh,
Is it 25 cents you're charging for your video?
I raised it. I had to. Expenses were going on. Anyway, I want to talk about Bill. You got information when they come to you? I didn't get it, so I don't know what to say.
Megaphone,
Okay.
megaphone.
I don't want the megaphone. I can't stand competition. Anyway, but I do want to thank Lady Girl. Biggest thing she does is put up with me. Now, I know you can't believe that, but it's true. After ever try to live with God 24/7, she said.
Nobody has a clue.
But anyway, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart what she's done. When Frances died, we got acquainted. I helped her a little bit. We got to a place where we helped each other a lot. Now I'm the place where I have all the help. I get it from her. So she's to be thanked. And I can't anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed it. Something different, but remember always
Right.
3 different mantras. Love, enjoy life, and sing. Open up. You'd be surprised how good you feel. The other mantra I've lived is get in there and fight the fight. Don't ever give up. You gotta be in it. You can't be a spectator to life. And the other thing, you get the place which we all do, and the road gets slow, rough, gets real tough. That's the time the tough get loaded. That's my motto. That's my motto. Okay, thank you,
All
everyone.
you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love.
Amen,
Love
sister.
is all you
Well,
need.
need a couple of bucks sometimes. too.
Can we sing happy birthday?
Oh, yeah. Who's going to lead us in that?
Yes.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
What?
Gonna light
We're going
fireworks.
to sing happy birthday to you.
Oh.
You got to entertain us until the cake gets
Now,
here.
if I'm here next year and I'm able, maybe we'll have another party.
All right.
Point is, get in there and get all the fun you can. When you croak, or when you get mine, it's so much fun you can't do. So do it now. Once you go to bed. Next time you can sing, gonna wash that fan. You remember when she sang that, gonna wash that? Oh, man, she was really into that. So good. Always remember that. I remember all of you so much, every little thing in your lives, a lot of you went through. I can remember when Too much. Got a thing to remember. Speak up.
We go. Before we sing happy birthday, you have to put this on.
Woo!
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Is that your glass eye?
Glass eye.
Here you go.
Camera's ready. Here we go.
Can you see?
now tell me, what did she accomplish? I'm this way anyway.
Ready, sing?
Yeah.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Milton. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Woo!
You have to blow out the sparklers too, Papa. That doesn't count.
Happy birthday, Mel. That's beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that. You know, when I was born, my mother said, "Oh, you're almost a firecracker." Good. Keeps burning, doesn't it?
Otherwise.
I hope that's not significant. Flame going out. Thank you. Oh, now shall I blow out now?
Yes. William's arms are getting tired.
You ready?
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. That's a neat cake. Everybody get a bite.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it over there, huh?
Probably a good idea,
Yeah,
Granny.
okay.
I'll get some, I'll get plates